Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to the Elusive Target arcade contract called the Entrepreneurs. So I'm going to be doing all three levels, Silent Assassin, and I'll be doing it with a default loadout. And for this particular Elusive Target arcade contract, they have additional enforcers throughout all three levels. It can get a little bit tricky, so I'm going to guide you through each level and give you an easy Silent Assassin method for each one. So starting off with level 1, we have the censor or the serial killer, whatever he wants to throw himself to. We, again, like I said, using default loadout. If you want an optimized route guide, I will be doing it in the next week or so. One thing to keep in mind about the additional enforcers perk as well, not perk, sorry, complication that's added to this contract, is it's not just additional enforcers to disguises, it's actually additional enforcers to the suit as well. And I feel like they just put them there just to inconvenient you, and you'll see what I mean when we get to that part. So from the very start, we need to run up this road, jump over this little fence, and just at the back of the area, it's going to be a crowbar. Go ahead and grab that. And then we need to head to Helen West's basement. And we're going to achieve that by just getting through this door, jumping over this little fence right here. This is a locked door, this is why we needed a crowbar. So inside, just on the left, it's going to be a poison pill jar. So you just want to go ahead and grab that. Climb over this fence. And now we can head to where the censor actually is. So he's going to be hanging around the barbecue party area. But like I said, with just a suit on, is actually our worst situation to be in with wearing a suit. So we are going to change disguises anyway. So immediately you'll have enforcers show up on your minimap there. You can see several of them. There's one in the garage who's inconveniently placed. There's also one who's about to come out the gate. That's actually inconveniently placed as well. So we're going to enter the garage as quickly as we can. Close the garage behind us. And then we're going to take out our coin. Open the door. Chuck a coin in this area. Wait for this guy to get distracted to go into the garage. And then we're going to knock him out. So I'm going to take out my crowbar. Just smack him over the head. And then we're going to drag his body and put him in the freezer in the garage. There we go. Done. Grab his disguise. You have a lot less enforcers with his disguise now, so I'm going to grab that coin, chuck it on the opposite side of the kitchen to get the enforcer in the kitchen to turn around. That allows us to poison this glass of whiskey with the lethal pills. Once we've done that, we're going to exit out the front. However, there's two enforcers out there, so to get past them, I'm just going to jump over this little fence right here. And then we're going to head to an exit. I'm not going to bother putting my suit back on, it's just not worth the risk. Especially with the additional enforcers as well. So that's pretty much taken care of. All you got to do now is just pretty much just wait until the target actually drinks from that glass of whiskey, because it's poisoned. He's going to get a lethal poison death. And despite his body being found, because it's a poison kill, it's not going to ruin your Silent Assassin rating. There we go. Let's wait about a minute there. We have a nice little exit right next to it. So there we go. A nice little easy Silent Assassin for level 1. Now for level 2, unfortunately, again, we have the politician. We do have additional enforcers. However, the whole entire map is a hostile area, so it doesn't really matter. We're not swapping disguises anyway. It probably matters if you're in the house. I mean, from what I remember, disguises on this particular mission aren't very good anyway to begin with. There's a lot of enforcers already, so the fact that they've added additional enforcers seems a bit But you know, this whole entire Elusive Target is just, I don't know. I mean, once you've figured out this route right here, like I've showed you this method many times now on the channel. Everyone should know what I'm about to do. So I've rushed over to this area here. stay crouched through here. And then we're going to take out a pistol. And then we're going to shoot this gas heater right there. That's going to create a leak. The target is going to go out for a smoke, and she's going to go boom. And that's an accident kill for you. So we just got to pretty much just wait for that to happen. So all we've got to do now is just run straight to the exit. It's that simple. But this is why the target is kind of boring, just for that reason, because it's just that simple. You don't have to get involved. Just literally just shoot one thing and then exit. I mean, I could try something else, but because that's so easy, there's no reason to do it, you know. And the amount of guards and enforcers in the house anyway is just really not worth it. And some people have been asking me, where's the car key? I believe it's actually on the table in the main living room. I believe. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I took that exit, but it's just, what's the point anyway? You may as well just come over here. You've got to wait a certain period of time anyway, which I'm gonna skip momentarily. So yeah, so just gotta skip and wait. So after a couple of minutes, like I said, boom, accident kill. So we can exit straight away. There we go. Silent Assassins for level 2. Nothing. I don't know how they could make this more challenging, really. Unless there was you weren't allowed to use any equipment. There's no real challenge to this particular one. But that's how you get Silent Assassin for level 2. Now for level 3 we have the Appraiser. And again, same complication. This is where it comes into play. That complication than any of the other ones. So again, default loadout, default start location. And as you may notice straight from the beginning, you're going to have enforcers to the suit. The suit is not a particularly good thing to wear throughout this mission, so I am going to get rid of it as soon as I can. I also believe they moved these 2 guards over here as well. That's definitely different. I'm not used to having the guards in this position. I'm not sure why. Maybe they've moved it specifically for this arcade contract, but I've never known it before. So I've chucked a coin over there in the corner because I want to grab this guard's disguise, because there's a few enforcers in the party that are enforcers to the suit. So I'm going to put this disguise on, grab the gun and the pistol, grab the gun and the coin that we threw. Now we can pass freely through this area, because there's like 1 or 2 enforcers to the suit. Also, all these guards here, I've never noticed 6 guards be here before, or 8 even. Maybe I'm just going mad. I don't know. So I'm just going to run around here, grab the wrench on your left, that's important. And then we're going to pass through this section here. You can clock these guards if you want to, knock them out if you want. It might make it easier on your way out, because as soon as we climb up here, it's like an illegal thing to do. So if they spot you doing this, they'll start gunning you down, and that's the last thing you want when you're trying to exit the mission. So you might be best to just, knock them out. As we come up here, we have to make sure that everyone's back is to us before we climb up. So we took that into advantage, and then we turned the generator off, and then we quickly turned it back on once he was distracted. The reason why we want to turn it back on is because we don't want to distract anybody else. So we're going to knock him out, drag his body and put him in the crate, put his disguise on. There's extra enforcers for this disguise here, so it's going to avoid their lines of sight. Just follow where I'm going. This woman here, she can spot you, but just don't get too close. Otherwise she will spot you. Chuck a coin in the corner from over here to distract this guy. That gives us enough time to come over here and sabotage this to loosen the valve. That's going to set up an accident kill for our target. So we're going to stay crouched as we hug the wall from the right. Stay as far away from the enforcers as possible. Circle around that area. And you're going to enter this building here. Wait for everyone's back to you before you grab the notebook.
Excellent, 47.
It's as simple as that. We climb back out the window. I'm going to put this guard disguise back on because I'm not sure who the enforcers are to the custodian disguise, and I don't want to risk it at this point. So once we put this guard outfit back on, we drop down here. We're just going to pretty much just retrace our steps to the exit. Just don't be tempted to run straight through here on the left because there's an enforcer guard right there. So he will spot you, so make sure you come this way. But yeah, Miranda's going to get taken out momentarily. So all we need to do is just make sure we take a safe exit at the boat.
Job done, 47.
Just keep in mind that there is an enforcer by the exit. So he's your last obstacle. You have to get around. So yeah, once we come through here, you're home free pretty much. There's also an enforcer there, just stay to your left. Keep running past him. So yeah, here's our final enforcer that we have to deal with. So we're pretty much just gonna wait until he's at a safe distance to us, and then we can get past him. And once we've exited here, we have a Sonnet Assassin, the final level of the Entrepreneurs Luther Target arcade contract. So yeah, level 3 was more interesting of the appraisers that were played so far. These arcade contracts, she's popped up several times now, but I think this one has been the most interesting one, just purely because they've got extra enforcers that made me think a little bit different, but nothing really major changed too much, apart from a disguise change. That's about it. But overall, that's going to do it for this one, so thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon, or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or clicking the link in the description. Big shout out to all my Psycho Assassin members. I really do appreciate all you guys specifically, because you're just legends. Thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.